Welcome to the back
To the back.
to the back
To the back.
podcast. I
glitched
no,
for a second.
I glitched, and the reason I glitched is because as we were doing it, I was like, "What is to the back in Spanish?" And like for some reason, my mind thought that it could figure it out, and within like that 2 seconds, and I was gonna try to say something, but like I don't know.
For another day.
For another day. I don't even know what two. I don't remember what two is in Spanish.
I haven't taken Spanish, so
Again,
I
like
don't know.
I only remember so many things.
Et tu, Brute?
That's
No, it's from.
I mean that's from Shakespeare.
Yeah.
I should know that. Like, I know.
What about Caesar? I don't
yeah,
remember.
I know. I hate Shakespeare.
Okay.
I know me as
Like,
an
out the
actor.
gate.
I know me as an actor should love Shakespeare, but like,
No, I think there's a lot of
it's
actors.
very
that don't.
like, I get like, I love the stories that have come from Shakespeare, but for me, Shakespeare is very white coded, especially when it comes to like live plays. And I get there's been adaptations to involve more people of color, but then it just feels like you're just doing it just because. And I'd rather just be a story that was either about the person of color or just there's people of color in it, and it's
Yeah.
not trying to tokenize or just put to be more diverse. You know.
What is it? What is the one with Keanu Reeves and Denzel? They redid like they did an adaptation, but like
Are you talking about Macbeth?
no, I don't think it's
Because
Macbeth.
Denzel was in
No,
live action
this is-
Macbeth, and I did see that at
This is,
the Chinese
or maybe it
the
wasn't.
Chinese Hollywood Theater, whatever it is.
Maybe it wasn't.
Great viewing experience.
Anyhow, I don't know. My brain froze. I can't remember what it is.
Brain freeze.
Yeah.
I haven't had a brain freeze in a long time.
No, it's the energy drink from
Yeah, I remember
BlackRock
that.
gave me both times that I had it. Gave me one.
I just really haven't had slushies, and like the only time I ever get brain freeze is really slushies.
Yeah.
I just haven't had a slushie and like I'm not saying this with like I'm better than you, but slushies feel like a kid thing. You didn't hear what I said. She didn't listen to my preview.
I heard you.
She skipped it.
Still hurt.
She skipped the intro.
No, I heard you. Like it still hurt though.
I don't mean it as it's a bad thing. I meant like the populace, the majority demographic for slushies is kids.
Well, yeah.
Am I wrong?
But I'm a kid at heart.
I can't argue with that. I mean, I don't.
Not in my mind. In my mind, I've been an adult since like 4, but you know, it's neither here nor there.
Need that as a bumper sticker.
Yeah. In my mind, I'm fully aware of how horrible everything is.
Yeah.
Ignorance really is bliss. I think about that often.
Yeah.
How I wish I was slightly dumber.
I don't wish I was slightly dumber. I just wish I was. I almost said something so stupid, so maybe I am dumber. I almost said, I don't wish I was dumber. I just wish I was less knowledgeable.
No, that is actually
But
ignorant.
that's
That's
like,
what ignorance is.
Like
Bliss.
I don't.
It's not knowing.
I don't wish like I was not as intelligent. I just wish I wasn't as aware of some of
that's
the.
what I'm saying. So no, you're
But
right.
also, I really should be like, sadly.
No, I was thinking about like the whole like situation with Sonia Massey, right?
Yeah.
When people like I don't know how many more of these need to happen before people get that the system that, by the way, was founded on because the cops, that whole organization started as with the KKK, an organization to catch runaway slaves. That is what our modern day policing came from. So it's not that the system is broken. It's designed to do what it was meant to do. It's that it needs to be completely reformed.
I know it's so redundant, and it feels tireless. It feels exhausting to continue to say this or posture this question. But I don't understand how racists can spout on about the history and back of the Confederacy and all this stuff, and just neglect to see all of the racism. Like, how can you like want to like, oh, America was great back then and all that stuff, like, and then they constantly live in the past, but they refuse to actually see the past.
No, I'm saying so. Well, I mean, the thing is either they're racist, and of course they're just not going to acknowledge that, or they will and they don't care, right? But then it's going back to that whole like talking about, you know, like we wish we knew less because our brains would be happier. But then there's ignorance, and then there's willful ignorance, and that's where I feel like we are. Yeah,
that's what racism is.
It's
really willful ignorance.
It's even if you were going to act like, oh, well, we've made all these progress, if the things that we've seen since 2016, right?
Yeah.
I mean, really, a lot of it's been happening, but I'm saying we're much more aware now, thanks to the internet and to social media, of what's happening. I really thought George Floyd was going to be the turning point, but like it just wasn't. So like at this point, if you are denying that police force as we know it is an organization designed to harm people of color, right? Then you're being willfully ignorant.
Yeah.
Because that woman was literally, and also it's not just people of color, but people that are mentally that struggle mentally. Literally, it's not safe.
Like, literally, probably the most like, not disadvantaged, but like a black disabled woman was killed.
Yeah, unarmed.
Like Jesus fucking Christ!
She had literally put the pot down. Like, I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know what it's gonna take. It's so beyond me to have that kind of hate and disdain. You know, like I make a joke about like, I hate everyone, right? People are terrible. I think like it's the masses I don't like.
Yeah.
Individually. And when I say the masses, I mean like, I just mean there's no discrimination there. Y'all all annoy me. I'm just like I annoy you, right?
Yeah.
Like it can just be a lot, especially for people that are neurodivergent. The world is a lot. And that's what I mean when I say that. But like individually, I mean, when I didn't even want to see that video. I do feel like as a white person, it is my job to bear witness to those things. I don't feel like I hate that you saw it. I hate that you saw it. You know that I hate it. I tried to warn you. I didn't want you seeing it because I know how bad I cried watching it. Like, and I'll never be able to understand having hatred in your heart for somebody based on the color of their skin, based on their gender. Like, it's just based on who they love. Like, I don't get that.
Like, honestly, everything I feel like is rooted in insecurity. If you hate someone because of the color of their skin or whatever, blah, 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 etc., it's because they're different than you. And that means you're just insecure because they're different than you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you're projecting your insecurity so freaking loud, man.
So, I want the people who look like me, the white people, palm-colored people, I want you to hear this with an open heart and, like, just really try to actually grasp it. If we're being honest, how do we ever think we're the superior race when black people exist? I'm sorry.
That's not where I thought you were going.
No, I know. But I've just talked about this with Natasha ad nauseum. Literally, y'all are so, like, not in general, and obviously not every black person, but they're funny, they're talented, they're athletic. They're able to turn pain into these amazing things and continue to persevere when honestly I'd have fucking laid down by now if it were me. Like, I'm just saying, what deal did you make to be able to convince ourselves, and other people that we are the superior race? Because we're not. Like, there shouldn't be. That's not how there should be thinking. But I'm just saying, if there is one, we are not it. We burn in the sun. How are we superior when we need SPF 50? I'm just saying. I mean, everybody needs sunblock. Dakota will tell you, I sunblocked him up all the time.
Yeah.
Because skin cancer happens with everybody.
Jesus, yeah.
Well, look, and I got looks from people too, and I'm like, what? Skin cancer happens for everyone. Plus, it ages you. So, like, I don't know. It's just... And then, you know, the presidential race.
Oh.
And the misogynoir coming out on that.
I was thinking, like, what? Being black is one of the most... What word am I thinking of? Not the dichotomy.
I'm not black, like, so I can't help you there.
The most yin and yang thing I could ever think. Like, yeah. It's like, yeah, being black in America is fucking rough. Being black anywhere is really hard.
But especially here, yes.
But especially here. But also, I'm black and I'm proud. Like, I'm so happy to be black. And I feel like, again, I said this before, I feel like everyone should be happy to be who they are. Although the phrase "I'm happy, I'm a proud white" is really weird. Yeah. So I don't know everybody, but then again, just like, I don't know.
Yeah, we ruined that for ourselves.
Be happy with your personality.
Yeah, no,
I'm white and I'm proud.
No.
See, it just sounds wrong.
Yeah, no.
It just sounds wrong.
We did that to ourselves. We don't get to say that now.
Sit on down. But yeah, can we not elect him again, please? Yeah. Please, I beg. Like, it shouldn't be hard. The point of history, the reason history is one of the 4 subjects taught in school is so we don't repeat the past mistakes.
Right.
So let's not repeat the past mistakes.
Yeah, we would really like to not have a Holocaust here.
Like, Jesus
we
Christ.
already have, actually, because that's what slavery was. And then if you get into Jim Crow and prison, I mean, it's still sort of kind of happening. But I'll tell you, one of the things that really bothers me about the whole, the fact that like already people are either being like coming at her because she's black. The other narrative for Kamala is, well, she's not actually black. Her father's Jamaican, dude. Yeah. Like,
I mean,
but whatever, right? And then we're hearing she slept her way to the position she's in, and I'm like, Are you serious? Like, and that stuff jumped out less than 24 hours. The misogynoir, like, it came quick and fast. And then they're coming for her because she doesn't have kids. Like, she doesn't have any biological kids. She has stepkids.
What does that have to do with anything at all?
Their dig at her is she's a childless cat lady. Which is like their guys go to. Like, you're gonna end up alone and with cats.
I love cats.
That sounds amazing. That sounds amazing.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to end up alone. But, like, I love cats. Don't end up alone, but I love cats.
Again, he is young. Like,
youngish. I saw gray hair the other day.
What?
No, I didn't.
It's a lie.
Thank God.
Hey, rude. I like my gray hairs.
No, I like him too, but like, I'm not trying to be a spokesman for Just for Men just yet.
I'm just letting you know I had gray hairs by 25, so.
Well,
so did your grandfather.
I still got 4 years.
Yeah.
And I'm holding on to them.
I will.
I'm in my young 20s.
You're shut up.
But I feel like I'm 80.
What is it? And then, then there's the whole, you're going to elect the top cop, and it's the top cop going against the convicted felon, right? And so there's 2 things on that. I'm not going to say what my full position is on policing, but never in my life would I think I'd elect a top cop, but I'm going to vote for a top cop. And it's not because I have an issue with with being a convicted felon, because I am one. And it does kind of rub me the wrong way every time someone's like, you're going to elect a felon. Like, okay, first off, I do agree with, I don't think you should be able to run if we're living in a country where majority of the country, if you are a convicted felon, you can't vote.
Look, all I'm saying is you got to fail before you succeed. And I'm not saying being a felon is failing, but I'm saying people who have, I don't want somebody who hasn't gone through any kind of hardship as the person to lead my country.
Well, no, I'm just saying.
Like, I don't want a perfect person doesn't exist.
He's so we don't get flagged. He's a rapist. Like,
oh yeah.
My felony is I took a car, which I didn't actually take. It was a car I was paying for, but it's called unauthorized use of motor vehicle. It's keys and no permission.
He's also a racist,
like,
a homophobe, like.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying his convicted felon, and it's 34 of them, just want to throw that out there, right, are vastly different than my one little, like, state jail felony, right?
He's got more convicted felonies than Baskin-Robbins has flavors.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
Gosh.
And I just don't understand. I don't understand how women support him with the things that he's done to women, the things he's said about women. Like, that's something that's beyond me. There's nothing that I would consider masculine about that man. So I don't understand why anybody would support him.
I don't know.
Besides racism. Like,
how is he anybody's role model? Like, how do you look up to, what do you, like, besides wealth?
That's what it
wealth, which I know is like a big besides, but like literally besides that, what do you want to, like, what do you see in that dude?
I don't understand. I really don't. But another thing I really do love is that the thing going around with Kamala, besides the fact that she's gotten a tremendous amount of support between delegates, unions, the fundraising has been amazing. Like, she broke records.
Yeah.
It's it's the thing that's saying that Gen Z is going to meme her into the White House. Like, the edits, the fan edits, the memes already, it's amazing. And you know what? If that means we don't have a dictatorship and it gives us a chance to get to a place where at least first off, that I can continue to be able to have a vote, right? Because if he gets in office, that will go away. He won't leave. He barely left the first time. So that's what's at stake here. And so it really frustrates me when people that look like me are like, I'm not going to vote for her. I'm doing third party. Like, then you are essentially voting for him. That's what you're doing when you do that. And I'm sorry, I don't want to risk a chance of not being able to vote again. You know, we get her in. We don't know what her administration would look like.
Yeah.
You know, what I do know is that I'll still have a right to vote if she gets in. And a chance to, in the next 4 years, get somebody that more aligns with what I would like to see the path that our country go on. But I don't feel like having the handmaid's tale, and that's what you get with him because of Project 2025.
Yeah.
So I think that was a pretty heavy opening.
I can do a complete 180 if you want to.
Sure.
Sharks off the coast of Brazil have tested positive for cocaine.
What the heck? I guess that checks
That
out.
stunned you so much you went southern. What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
I mean,
Jesus
wait,
Christ.
is there like Greatest Generation my ass? Sorry. Is there like, actually I don't know. Is there like a huge like drug I don't want to make assumptions.
I don't know.
And also it doesn't necessarily mean they came from there. They could have traveled.
But also, yeah,
here.
literally, if you replace Brazil with Florida, I would not. I'd be I'd believe that more.
If what?
Believe that more if it was Florida instead of Brazil.
Yeah. How close is Brazil to us? I'm so bad at geography.
Not that close. Like, you're not gonna like.
It's like, what if there's like some like drug cartel that has trained sharks to move drugs from here to Brazil or from Brazil to here? Could they even travel that far?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know.
I'm not a marine biologist.
I'm not either.
Do I look like a marine biologist to you?
No, but the ocean terrifies me. Yeah. I don't know which one terrifies me more, the ocean or space. I think the ocean because we
know less about it.
Yeah.
Now, you will guarantee die in space, but how the hell am I going to get in space?
Right.
Like,
I could fall into the ocean. Yeah. It's unlikely.
It's unlikely.
But it's more likely for that than for me to die in space, is all I'm saying.
What's your favorite white people phrase?
Hey, buddy.
I am not expecting that one.
No, I don't know.
Hey, buddy. Hey, pal.
I'm trying to think of like stuff because I was like, there's a TikTok I saw like months ago where they were like, it was a black dude being like, you need to bring some of these things back because y'all were really on fire with them. I'm trying to think.
I like a classic G Willikers.
Oh god. Oh, you know what my worst is?
What?
When I hate them most. When you like, first, don't ask me how I'm doing because y'all barely ever want to know, right?
Yeah.
But when
how are you?
When the NPCs do that, right? And then they come back with living the dream.
Gross.
It's the grossest, weirdest thing ever because no, you're not. Not in this economy.
Yeah.
That might be one of my favorite. Not in this economy. I don't think that's a white person thing. I'm trying to think. What's some other ones? Like when I was in school, some of the really good ones.
What's the one?
I love a good whatever. Whatever.
Oh, that's more like Valley Girl.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like when I was in school.
Whatever, I do what I want. What's that from?
That's from South Park.
Oh, it's from South Park.
I was thinking Save the Last Dance. And she's like, whatever. And he's like, what does that mean, whatever? Whatever you want it to mean.
What's the one that has fiddlesticks? It's like something fiddlesticks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Something like that.
I don't know.
Like, what is a fiddlestick? That sounds wrong.
I don't know. Why don't you Google that?
I'm gonna look it up.
What is it? It's not a white people thing, but like a Southern thing. Natasha and I were talking about that. That I used to say a lot, and it was trained out of me, I guess, as I got older. But I'm gonna bring it back. When you're like, I'm fixing to go to the store. I'm fixing to do something.
Nonsense.
Are you fixing to do that?
Fixing is just a Texan thing.
Yeah, I know. I was saying like that was like Natasha and I were talking about that the other day. Or I'll say, let's do that real quick. Like it's supposed to be really, but it just sounds better.
Yeah.
Like let's do that real fast. But what does fiddlesticks mean?
It means nonsense.
It means nonsense?
Yeah.
Oh. Huh. I wonder what the origin of that is.
It's a bunch of malarkey.
Malarkey is a really good word, actually. I like that word.
Freaking A.
Yeah. I don't know. Caught me off guard. Maybe I don't say enough white people stuff, I guess. I don't know.
I'm looking at white people phrases.
I mean, I feel like dude is, but that's still also like surfer. I do say dude a lot.
I say dude.
Yeah. Sorry. I know you're like looking stuff up.
Bucko.
Bucko.
What are you apologizing for?
Because it's quiet.
Well, yeah, start talking.
Well, I don't know what else to do.
Not that.
That was fine. It's just putty.
Yo, this site is like, I've never heard any of these.
Yeah, never mind. Let's go to another subject. I don't even know why
I was
brought that
gonna
up.
bring up something else, but I don't remember. Also, I feel like with this fit I have on and my my blue light glasses, I feel like I need to star in the like a new adaptation of Harry Potter and play the Ron character.
I was going a different way. I was gonna be like a new adaptation of The Social Network.
Sorry, my Prada's at the cleaners. I love that movie so much. I was
Dropped
like
the
when I go to bed, like I have to like I don't know if anybody else is this way, but like I can't just fall asleep. God, I wish I could just fall asleep like that. But I have to like daydream or like think or like something to eventually like just like think myself to sleep. And a lot of times I do is like I think of like, what my favorite things are. And the other night I was thinking of like what are my favorite movies? A lot of them are animated.
Yeah.
But like I was thinking my top 10, I got like to the last like 9 or 10. I was like, I really like The Social Network.
It's a really good
I was trying to think of like a dramatic or like a serious movie because a lot of them are either animated or comedy. I was like, damn, I'm kind of one note. I was like, let me think of something with more like drama. But I was like, oh, The Social Network. But I feel weird that one of my favorite movies that's like a drama is about Mark Zuckerberg.
No, A, we know it's dramatized. B, like it's Andrew Garfield and what's his name?
You know, a fun fact about that movie is it's when I watched the movie, the first time I experienced an earthquake. Because it was one of my first nights in college, and there was an earthquake.
I really like Spotlight, which is it's based.
I probably know, but I haven't seen it.
It's got Michael Keaton and Rachel McAdams and Mark Ruffalo in it, so like, right there, right? And also, there's a bunch of big names in it.
Yeah.
But it's based on what is it? Is it the Boston newspaper? I know I'm not. I want to say it's Boston Times, but I'm probably gonna get that wrong. And if somebody from Boston watches this, they'll get mad at us. I know they will. But it was based on the newspaper that broke the story of the
Boston Globe.
The Boston Globe for the pedophilia in the Catholic Church. Like it was a huge break. Huge. I think it won the Academy Award too. Spotlight. The year that it when it was nominated, I'm pretty sure it won. It's really good, and it feels weird to be like, I really love this movie that's about a very serious topic.
Yeah.
That's like very sad, but like it's just acted and written and directed so well. So
one of my favorite books is really sad. The Book Thief.
Oh,
about the Holocaust.
I haven't read that.
It's really sad.
I really liked The Diary of Anne Frank, and that's really messed up.
I did not like that book at all, but that's not because it was bad. I just did not want. For some reason, my elementary school was big into teaching us about the Holocaust. Not that we shouldn't know about it, but like it was like a big thing.
No, I
like
know.
That people, elementary schools and middle schools love preaching about the Holocaust and World War II.
No, World War II is like I had I've told you that. My freshman year, it was U.S. history, right?
Yeah.
She was obsessed with the JFK assassination. I know it's not the Holocaust, but like,
Yeah.
She made us watch that, his brains going back like 4 times in a row. She like kept rewinding it because she was like, "There's no way he did it. There's no way it was a shooter in the grassy knoll. Doesn't make any sense." And I agree with her. But the other thing was World War II, and it just happened to be that Schindler's List came out that year.
I haven't seen that movie.
That's another one. That's a horrible like thing that it's based on, but it's so amazing. It's Liam Neeson and Ralph Fiennes as the 2 stars in that, and it's done in black and white. And I just remember when I watched it, I was like, "Why are their eyes still so pretty in black and white?" And it's a Steven Spielberg movie too. It's actually a really, really good movie. And she let, if anybody went and watched it and wrote a paper on it, we'd get like just a free 100. And I did. It's one of the few times I actually did extra credit work. Or any work, actually.
This is, I don't know if it's considered more comedy or more drama, but I really love The Truman Show.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
And the same night I watched, because it was when I had, whose friend's house I'm talking about, right? The Marsicanos. I was going to say, but because he loves Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
And I hadn't seen that or Spotless.
Sunshine, or Eternal
Sunshine of Spotless Mind. And so we watched The Truman Show, and like it was already like the time we finished Truman Show, I swear it was midnight. Mm-hmm. And we go up into his room because we watched it in the living room like the whole family did. And then he put on the Spotless Sunshine of Eternal Mind. I'm saying that wrong. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, whatever. He put that on, and like we fell asleep to that. But I like watched most of it before I fell asleep, and so it's like a fever dream. And I know that movie's already crazy, and so like I only have weird memories of that movie.
Yeah, you definitely should do.
But I know I would like it probably.
You would love it so much if you did a rewatch of it, because it's definitely a movie you have to pay attention to.
But like I'm about to rattle off some of my favorite movies, and most of these are either animated, comedy, or superheroes.
Yeah.
Like, so we have obviously on top 3, Spider-Man 2, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, and Surf's Up. And then we also got Over the Hedge, another animated film, Spider-Man 1, another superhero film, Spider-Verse, another superhero film. School of Rock is actually one of my favorite films of all time. Actually, the Simpsons movie. And then Big Daddy, Blades of Glory, Daddy Daycare. Like all these are like comedies, you know what I mean? Yeah. The only one that's like not coming in here that I see is like John Wick, but that's also an action movie. And you still haven't seen this, but Train to Busan, the Korean zombie film, it is the best zombie film ever, and I do not care. It like is so good. And that's coming from someone who's seen World War Z 3 times in one day. And probably like 15 times. Not because I had to or wanted to. It's because it was on, they played in theater. Like for Theater 1 class, that's constantly what they would play. And so on my off periods, I just sit there in theater. It's not good of a movie. It's not, but it is like it's a decent zombie film. And so like for middle schoolers, it's like The Princess Bride is probably one of the few like
Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
Secret Life of Walter Mitty is not good. Yeah. It's another comedy though.
That's more.
The Incredibles, Toy Story, like. I'm trying to like get to like an actual like drama.
I would have considered that a drama.
What?
Secret Life of Walter Mitty. I mean, it's
a dramedy. It's a dramedy. I meant like straight up like. Not that I think every favorite movie should be like drama, but like.
You know what? I don't know. Have you seen The Virgin Suicides?
I haven't even heard of that.
It's got Kristen Dunst in it, like a young Kristen Dunst.
I know a very sad movie that I love. The Pursuit of Happiness. God, that's such a sad movie. When like they're in the subway and like they're in the bathroom, it kills me every time. And then when he like solves Rubik's Cube in the car, and then when like he's like in the final meeting, and he like realizes he's actually been hired. Oh my God! And then like I love if your teacher plays it, they love pointing it out that the actual person it's based on walks in the past Will Smith in the thing. Like, look at this, kids. This is the actual person Will Smith was portraying.
Dude, speaking of. I really wish I didn't know anything about his personal life.
Yeah,
because he's such a phenomenal entertainer, actor. Like that man is so gifted. I can't believe that the man that played Fresh Prince has gone on to win an Oscar, to be nominated many times, and then now some of the things he's known
he
for.
won that year.
Yeah, he did win that year. Yeah, because of the which was so. I don't blame him. I would have too. But also
now I wouldn't have.
No,
I mean, I would have said something, but not on
I probably wouldn't have done it on live TV. I'd have done
TV.
it outside of it. My thing is just it's too much. I just want to know a little bit. My celebrities, I just want to know your little quirks, right? Yeah. I don't want to know.
I hate celebrity gossip.
I don't want to know anything about your personal life. Obviously, with all of the Me Too stuff, that's great. I mean, it is great. I'm just saying, I don't want to know if you're in a weird open marriage. Keep that to yourself. Yeah, I don't need to know that. You're consenting adults. As long as what's happening is consenting,
on everything,
leave it to yourself.
In 10 to 15 years, if there's a biopic called Entanglement, I would not be surprised.
I mean, I feel bad. I shouldn't laugh because my heart actually genuinely hurts for him.
It hurt me when I found that stuff. I don't often romanticize many celebrities, but as a kid, the Smiths, I loved Karate Kid. I was I wanted to be Jaden Smith's best friend so bad. I had a crush on Willow Smith, and then I've grown to appreciate her as a human as I've grown up.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Fresh Prince, but I've seen all other Will Smith movies. I love those. And then Jada Pinkett Smith has been in 1,000 movies, and especially when I got older and she was in Gotham, I loved the Smiths. And then when I just found out all about this stuff, there's so much drama, I was like, Jesus Christ.
You can keep that stuff to yourself. It's cool. We don't have to know. It's just not necessary. I don't know. As I'm saying, I just think about when I was thinking about Pursuit of Happiness, and I think this guy that went from singing about parents just don't understand to winning Oscar.
Wild Wild West.
Yeah,
I like Wild Wild West. I know that's a good song.
It's Will Smith and I mean I like that movie, but it's Will Smith and Kevin Kline and Salma Hayek. Of course I'm gonna like it. I don't know. I know it was just a rant, but I'm just saying we still love you, Will, right?
Yeah.
But we don't need to know anymore. It's cool. We just want your art to do the talking. I mean, as far as that sounds bad. That sounded like shut up and dribble. I don't mean it like that. I just mean we don't need to know the inner workings of your personal life.
Oh, actually, what you just said.
Yeah. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant sometimes there's such a thing as TMI.
Yeah.
I don't this was, go back to Donald Trump and how do people, I don't think you understand the grip hold he had on people in the 80s, not me, but in the 80s and 90s. They'd show his house and everything was decked out in gold.
Well, Home Alone
right?
too. I
know
that.
I'm saying, but he had a gold toilet, and all I kept thinking was, this is the ugliest shit I've ever seen.
It really is.
Why is this something that impresses
gold
people?
Houses
but it did.
and hotels are such a joke. Who wants to live? I would be so depressed.
Who wants to live in one color? Period. It's just, that's what it was. Everybody wanted to be him. It was this whole thing. And what's funny is he isn't even like that. What that idea they have of him isn't even him anymore. I don't think it was all a facade anyhow, but it's definitely not him. So it's just this whole thing of the way we idolize celebrities.
Yeah.
When, as we learned from the Smiths, they are just people too, and they got fucked up shit going on too, and the difference is they have notoriety and money. That's the only difference.
You've seen that trend on TikTok? I don't know if it's still, but I've still seen it recently where it's a celebrity, the filter where you can rank people and put them 1 through 10.
Oh yeah.
You see the one where they get celebrity 1 and they how loud I would scream if I met them in person. Have you seen that?
Oh no.
You haven't?
No.
That's crazy. And so it's they do it and a consistent high is Adele, which it's fair,
it's Adele.
But
yeah,
that's she normally ranks either 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And but a lot of times I see Alicia Keys and she's bottom, and I'm they're and I'm we're way different people.
You know what? Okay. I love Alicia Keys. You know that. You grew up listening to Alicia Keys for me, right? And
she played the piano, 2 pianos.
Yes. And she is gorgeous. She did that. We learned that.
No makeup.
We learned it, right? Body is bodying. There's something. When Natasha and I took Natasha to see her.
Is it the Pharrell effect?
Yes, it's this. Well, actually,
mystical.
No. There's listening to Pharrell shit, his songs, there's a lot.
What?
Re-listening to stuff as I've gotten older, I'm that man's foul.
I love Pharrell,
but
though.
I do he is talented, right? He's talented. I don't think he's foul in the sense of like.
I'm first in line like, for that Pharrell Lego movie.
No, okay. So I don't think it's like a like P Diddy foul, right?
Oh well, yeah. Like, I mean, that's really hard to do.
Like, no, for real. You didn't think anybody could get worse than R. Kelly, and then like, but it's more of like he's just like an F boy foul, you know?
Yeah.
Like I just like it kind of like whatever, right? It's not like that. It's just we saw her in concert, and it was just like this weird. I don't know. My point in saying that all is I don't know if there's a celebrity or a famous person that you would scream over
that like I would genuinely be like too nervous to meet or like scream or like anything like that. I can't think of one.
Tobey Maguire?
Even Tobey Maguire. I would just love to
Tobey
kick
Maguire?
it. I love the. I know that Tobey Maguire has some problems. I know his gambling addiction, but like, I'd love to meet Tobey Maguire. I seriously don't think there's one. I don't think there's one.
I'm trying to think because I have met. We met Stone Cold. So like,
I don't know if I would scream, but like, I think instinctually I would be shaking. And I would want to like and like I couldn't help myself.
I'm thinking of
who do you think it is? I couldn't help myself. Like this is probably the number one, the only one in the world, and it's not like, yeah, he's an idol to me, but that's besides the point. But Glover. It's Donald Glover. Yeah. Like if Donald Glover, like oh my god, this man, bro, oh my god, Donald Glover. I don't think he's probably the only one, and it's not like I'd be like Donald Glover. It'd be like, oh my god.
No, see, like I don't know if I would.
Such an influential person in my life.
This is the thing is I don't know. I've met a few celebrities, so I don't think I would scream. I do think that I would be like really fucking awkward because I'm already awkward, right?
Yeah.
Like the neurodivergency would pop the F out, right? Like, and I would probably struggle to speak. I'd glitch, and probably be hyperventilating a little bit. But I don't think I'd scream. And I'm trying to, but even then, like, I just get like more chatty.
Yeah.
Like, so like I'm saying, like, I start yapping whenever I meet a celebrity. But also there's the part of me that's in the back of my mind is like, this is a person and I want to be, it's Eminem. I just realized who it would be for me that I would like really like flip. And even then,
two rappers.
And even then I would be like,
artists.
Yeah. Even then I would still be like, especially with him knowing he's been so open about like what he went through and we have a lot of that in common. There would be the part of me that's like, I just want to be super respectful. Like,
yeah.
So I don't feel like I would like scream. If he gave me a hug, I might. Like if he was like, oh, bring it in, right? And I'm like, I don't think we should do that. I feel like that's crossing a barrier. Like,
I'm really trying to think if there's anybody else that I would just like go bonkers over.
I was trying to think if there's any women that like.
For you?
Yeah, besides Adele. Like Adele would definitely be.
See, I felt bad. Maybe I grew up with Adele, but I'd be like, oh, it's Adele.
I do think she'd be cool.
How you doing, love?
I think she'd be so cool to meet. Like she seems very, very down to earth.
Yeah.
So like, I don't think it would be awkward. Like, I think it'd be okay. Like, and you know, maybe Kelly Clarkson. Because I always talk about how, like, I definitely think that we would be friends.
Yeah.
Like, it bothers me so much when people online are like, she talks over her guests. She's fucking ADHD. Fuck off. She's just trying to relate. And at least she's not like Drew Barrymore up in people's fucking space.
She?
Yes. Please Google Drew Barrymore interviews. And I love you, Drew, right? I don't love what you did during the writer's strike, but I still love you.
What'd she do in the writer's strike?
She went on and had people come in to write for her show while the strike was going on.
Jesus.
Yeah, nobody expected that out of her. But yeah, it's like she literally gets up like almost face like there's no way she's not spitting on people. There's no way it's not happening. You definitely know what she had for lunch. Like she's that close. I would not be able to handle it.
Oh, that's what you mean by spitting on people. I mean, like the proximity. I was like, what?
Like it's the proximity. She's right there. That's not an exaggeration. She's like right there. It's weird. I've never seen, and I don't like, and me to say weird, I'm not like, I'm just saying as someone who's very neurodivergent, I don't want you that close to me. And I just feel like it's weird to me because you don't know what people's sensory issues are when they're coming on to talk to you, you know? And like sometimes some of them look like they're being held hostage in that situation, and I know I would feel that way. But Kelly Clarkson might be another one that I'd be like really like. Again, I don't think I'd scream, but I'd definitely be freaking out over getting to meet. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, Angela Bassett. That'd be another one, because like I've grown up with her and so much of her work. I love Waiting to Exhale and What's Love Got to Do with It. I legitimately forgot for a while when she was doing that she wasn't Tina Turner. She embodied that so much. But sorry, I feel like we've run that course.
No,
you're done now.
I told you there's only one person for me, so it was just you.
It's just Donald Glover, maybe Tobey Maguire.
No.
I
don't mean to be.
What if you met Steve?
Steve who?
Blue's Clues.
I'd be happy, but I don't know if I would like be like, oh my god.
Do you think you'd just start crying? Because he'd probably be like, so how are things? And you just sit there, listen, waiting for you to talk. Like,
I really like. I don't think there's like anybody.
All right, you heard it. Donald
Even
Glover.
Beyonce.
You're. I didn't ever think Beyonce for you.
Even Rihanna. Like Rihanna's more of my Beyonce for people's Beyonce.
Yeah.
Not even like Rihanna.
Even if she like broke up with what's his name, and
with
she was
A$AP?
Available, yeah. And you got to meet her. She started flirting with you.
Rihanna is almost twice my age. I love Rihanna, but she's almost twice my age.
All right, Alicia Cara.
You don't gotta out me like that.
I do have to out you like
but
that.
No, again.
Listen. Yeah. No.
I mean, I'd love to meet these people.
Yeah.
But like starstruck.
Just Donald Glover.
And and it's not even starstruck. I would just like be involuntary. I would like be so nervous I would shake because like I'd be like, he's impacting me so much.
Yeah.
I just heard myself say like twice in a row, so I'm gonna.
That's fine.
But anyways, you want to do some more Letterboxd reviews?
Sure.
Letterboxd reviews. You gonna guess them?
Let's see.
Letterboxd reviews. You're gonna guess them. Will she get them right? Who knows?
I only got 2 last time. It was 3, which I guess is not a bad average.
You have 3 ones. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
This one. I'm not gonna say that. I don't think that what they gave matters, but this is the review. Extra 0.5 stars for Wham.
Deadpool?
Yes.
Yeah.
I if I would have said it in the Wham,
no,
I
you
would have
almost
gave it
did.
away.
No, you did.
But I couldn't go like extra 0.5 stars for Wham.
Yeah.
All right, so you might get 3 for 3. This movie perfectly captures what high school is really like, except high school isn't this funny.
Is it Mean Girls?
No, but that's a good guess.
It is a good guess. I'm trying to think.
But this one has like Mean Girls is funny in the sense that like
Superbad?
No, you're in the right area. Like type of film.
Yeah.
It's a cult classic like Superbad.
You jinxed me.
No,
it's fine. I can't.
I was gonna try to give a hint. But
I'm trying to think, like,
if I gave you the year it came out,
maybe.
Would that help?
Maybe. The roof of my mouth just started
2004.
Itching. That. That's just I thought that was when Mean Girls came out, so that's what I'm confused on. I can't. 10 Things I Hate About You. I think it came out in the 90s. I don't know. I give up.
Can I have your thoughts?
Oh my god, Napoleon Dynamite.
Yes, man.
I don't feel like that's much like that's more about like.
It's actually a pretty good description.
I feel like it's a coming of age story in a way.
Napoleon Dynamite is so slept on.
No, it 100% is. But I don't know. I mean, it does center a lot around the school, but it also centers a lot around his family. So
yeah,
like.
I might watch. I had to go to sleep tonight. All right. I think you'll appreciate this one. This one you got to really think of. I hope someone will eat carrots with me.
What?
They gave it 4.5 stars. I hope someone will eat carrots with me. Carrots. Pretty sure there were baby carrots too. In the scene. That's kind of giving you a little hint.
No, I'm not going to do as well this week.
2 people eating carrots.
it Benny and June?
No.
Two people eating carrots.
It's so a great scene too. It's a great movie. It's so underrated. What year? I'm pretty sure it's the early 2010s, off memory.
The early 2010s.
It's a comedy. Yeah, 2011. Nailed it.
Eating carrots. I don't fucking know, man.
Ooh, I thought screenplay. Does it help with the lead actress is the one who wrote it? Does it help you?
Is it Juno? No, that didn't come out in 2011. The lead actress wrote it?
Yes.
And they're eating carrots.
She's the one eating carrots too, isn't it? I'm giving you even more.
I know, love this movie. Me. I'm gonna feel so bad. You
love this movie.
I don't know.
I'm gonna give one more hint, and you're gonna get it when I give this hint.
Okay.
One of the characters in the scene is Irish.
You know what? This is not a bad review.
Yes.
I do wish someone would eat carrots with me.
Bridesmaids,
yes.
Great film. There were so many scenes to pull from.
It's so hard to watch though because there's so much cringe. Yes. But I do quote.
Bridesmaids is like the first 3 seasons of The Office.
I quote. Help me, I'm poor.
That was the other one I was gonna pull from that, but that was too easy, and this one was better.
Easy, yeah, I do. I quote that one so often. I need to
find my person to eat carrots with. Carrots are good, man. When's the last time you ate a carrot raw, uncooked?
I need to watch Bridesmaids. I told you I've been watching Dairy Girls.
Dairy
Girls. Dairy Girls.
I'm gonna watch it eventually. That was on my list. I love British and Irish, all that kind of humor.
Well, it's like. I just thought it was a comedy, and like I've been meaning to watch it because I'd see stuff on TikTok about it, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, every time I see something, it was like seems really funny, right? But I also didn't realize that it was set at around the same time period that I was a teenager in high school, and that it deals with the troubles, you know, the situation with the IRA and the Protestants and Catholics, like that fight.
Yeah.
So that, and they do like actually address that in it, but they do it in such a like reverent way that doesn't take away from the comedy, the absolute fucking absurdity of this show. It's so funny.
Yeah.
And it's really short too.
Oh.
You know what? Stop. Are you rushing?
No, I looked back for the first time to check the time, and the second time I got paranoid that the mics were recording.
Oh.
Because my brain is paranoid.
OCD.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bridesmaids is stellar. If it's not in your top, like 25, I don't know about you.
Well, it's not in my top 25.
Yeah,
so
and
I don't
know about you sometimes. Who are you?
Mom, I could list 25 if we had more time.
What, 25 more that don't include Bridesmaid?
Yes. On the top of my head, like not even looking at lists.
She poops in the middle of the street.
I know, it's a great film. Maybe top 100.
When she's driving with the drink down the thing. It's such a good movie. I should watch that soon. Watch more comedy because life is terrible. Anyhow, it feels really quiet now.
Sit in the silence.
Yeah. Sorry, sound of silence just went into my head.
Yeah.
Anyhow, all right. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a
wrap it up.
Womp womp episode.
I hate that. I don't like when you do that.
Sorry.
Because
I like the way it sounds.
Yeah, but it was ruined for me by racist.
Wait, is that what it was?
Yes, he womped to I forgot what it was, but it was horrible. He womped to.
I'll have to look it up.
I'm gonna show it to you afterwards. Also, did you watch the Pineapple Luffy song?
No.
We're gonna watch both of those. Alright, I love you.
Aggressively?
Yes.
I love you.
To the back.
To the back.
Okay, well, to the back.
To the back.
Podcast.
Bye.